Hello everybody. The Warriors pulled out a close one against the Sacramento Kings, and this one play kept on coming up again and again, especially down the stretch. The Warriors' normal split cut action is you throw the ball into someone in the post, and then whoever feeds the posts sets a screen for the nearest shooter. But in the triple split or gaggle action, there's a little twist. Instead of Poole just coming over right away and taking this screen, Andrew Wiggins here is going to cut through and dive to the basket, and then Poole is going to come across and take this screen. Wiggins draws one defender and then gets Jokic to stay in the paint and tag Wiggins, and that means Looney is free to screen Poole's defender, so Poole can jump out, open to the wing. Good old Jermichael Green, playing for the bad guys, is too late to rotate to Poole. Jokic is going to stay in the paint no matter what, so Poole gets a free shot. So watching the Warriors trying to run gaggle tonight, there's just enough new personnel on the Warriors to gum up their offense while everyone figures out the offense. Everything's already a little bit off. Jordan Poole is telling Ty Jerome that he's got to pass it to the post, and Ty Jerome notices that Jonathan Kuminga is not in the post at all. Ty Jerome has to point to Kuminga, hey man, you should get in the post. So Kuminga says, alright, fine. Things are finally in position. There's the entry pass to the post. Instead of Poole being the one to take this cross screen like a normal split cut, this is a gaggle action. So Klay is going to be the one to take it. The cross screen, Klay comes around. Poole is kind of watching this unfold, and he doesn't even bother to cut down the middle. Klay does get a step on his man. Trey Lyles feel like he has to step up to stop Klay from just rising up and getting a three. Klay's man is trailing him. Jonathan Kuminga slips the screen. Klay makes a very creative pass by going way around the back of Lyles, and Jonathan Kuminga cuts. Malik Monk with a very alert rotation, but Kuminga is just way more athletic and big. Okay, crunch time, another gaggle action, but because we have Anthony Lamb, the new guy, in the middle of the action, everything gets confused. So first he looks at Looney to say, what do I do now? So he passes it out. Steph, in the meantime, points and says, let's keep on going with the post split, but Lamb doesn't know how to interpret Steph's signal here, so he comes up towards Looney, and Looney is saying, wait, why are you getting closer and closer to my face here? And he starts waving Lamb off with his hand, saying, no, go back into the post. In the meantime, Klay, in his spacey way, has wandered over. It looks like he's anticipating a gaggle action, where, again, he would come over and take the screen, and Steph would dive, or one of them would dive. But the timing of it has been totally thrown off by Lamb not being in position. So now it's 9 on the shot clock, and Steph figures, alright, I'm just going to go and take this and turn this into a normal split cut. Klay is standing there going, alright, that's cool. I guess I'll just be hanging out on my boat. Screens for Steph. Steph gets a nice step and a half on this man. I don't really know why Lamb is wandering back towards Steph. I guess he's just hasn't had much time to learn how to be a small ball center in the curveball offense. And so Steph says, well, I'm not going to get more open. Let's just fire away. A couple plays later, after time stoppage, the Warriors always call a set play, and they're going to go with the gaggle action again. You can see Draymond signaling it with his hand here. He makes this twirler, which I believe is the signal for this gaggle. So here's Klay again, meandering in his Brownian motion way. Looney's going to feed Dre in the post. And it's not going to be a vanilla split cut where Steph comes and takes a screen. It's going to be gaggle action. Here's Klay cutting down the lane. Klay gets a quarter of a step ahead of his defender. Only one man who can rotate in time to help. Poor Fox has to be the one rotating here. Andrew Wiggins has lifted up to the wing to his favorite spot. Klay with a very nice find, and Wiggins with a very open three. Okay, a couple plays later, Steph decides to go for the completely vanilla split cut. Feeds Dre in the post. Looney's going to set a cross screen for Steph. Steph turns the corner on the screen. Sabonis is prepared to switch out onto Steph so he doesn't get an open three. Terence Davis, Steph's man, still holds a torch for Steph. No one ever got fired for following Steph Curry, so he says, why should I be the first one? So both these guys go to Steph. Kevon Looney immediately cuts. The defender tries to stab in to stop this from being a dunk. Looney sees his one extra defender, and in case you're wondering which person is open, Klay is being the nautical navigation system here and pointing to open Andrew Wiggins. Alright, let's do one more play. Quick screen. Huerter immediately gives up the switch, and Steph says, "I smell barbecued chicken." And just one jab step. Huerter leans this way. Steph has no fear of his shot blocking. That's just so nice. Let's do a little bit of lip reading analysis. Steph looking pretty psyched. Focaccia. Yeah, focaccia. Delicious Italian flatbread. Can be part of a nutritious breakfast or a healthy snack. Good job, Steph.